Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
So now, as we got that plugged back in, looks like we are back ready to roll here tonight with the, as we said, with Flicker Farm TV, bringing you on the pole here tonight and bringing it tonight from Las Vegas. As our grid is coming up here, we got Mark Kincaid starting out there on pole, outside row number 1 to his outside. That's Matt Bank in at number 35. In third position, inside row number 2 is going to be Darren Bruce. To his outside, in fourth is going to be John Bell. Row number 3 on the inside, in fifth is going to be James Manderrud. And at number 25, to his outside is that in that sixth position is Nathan Lafayette. Darius Devouty there in seventh tonight, starting inside row number 4 with Brianna Laurent there on the outside. Balin Powell there will be starting ninth tonight. It'll be inside row number 5 with Chris Isaacs to his outside, starting 10th. DJ Maddish tonight, starting 11th. And that is your field here tonight of 11 cars as we get started here, rolling tonight. And I want to take everybody's time to look at the ticker tonight, as we do have some things going on with it. As you can see there, we have highlights up there rolling across the top. That is those drivers that have the yellow highlight are in the playoffs and okay for the next round. The drivers in red, they're the ones that are on the cut line to head into the final four. So the 4 in yellow are the ones still trying to fight to stay up in those top 4 spots, where the guys in the red are kind of a little bit of a loss as they're underneath that cut line as it sits right now. All right, you got a little bit of adjustment to make here on the on this, if we can. coming down through the turns number 1 and 2. There we go. That looks better. Now we said that guys, they're in red. We already got a caution on the speedway here tonight. And here we go, already on the speedway with a caution flag tonight. Try to see who's all involved with the on the pole instant replay. Trying to see what happened here. Looks like the 19 of DJ Maddish might have just lost it coming out of the corner. But I'm guessing that he's probably against a car that might have neck-coated out, but I'm unsure of that. Let's go back and re-look at that. And see if we can see anything out of the ordinary here. Let's see if we can get a different angle here. Coming off the corner. He just started to break loose, and then all of a sudden he ended up burying that outside wall. Tough break there for DJ Maddish starting out here tonight. Everybody now comes down pit road. Like we said, everybody here fighting for positions. There we see 3 of the playoff drivers. There's 6 of them here tonight that are in the grid. 3 of them in yellow, 3 of them there in red. As we said, the ones in red there, those are your playoff drivers that are beneath the cut line. We're looking there at Matt Bank, currently sitting there 5th position tonight, here on lap number 3, out of 134 laps. They head on down here through corner 3 and 4. Everybody single file yet as they all string along here. Lights on the pace truck, and I'm sorry we didn't get to any of our real good pre-race heading stuff, but ran into some weather difficulties here, and that changed some things up for us timing-wise, so we are unfortunate for that. But we are here and rolling with the Old Glory Racing League. Everybody doing a great job here tonight so far. But, you know, kind of hard not to do a great job when all you're doing is just pacing at the moment. So, I mean, it is what it is. As we're down back here again, everybody double file. Getting ready for the restart here with the Old Glory Genesis Aviation Cup Series. Everybody doing a great job here. Green flags back underway here tonight from Las Vegas as we head down here into corner number 1, going pushing really hard there off the restart is the likes of DJ Maddish, trying to get that number 19 back up there towards the top. He's once again out there against the outside wall up above Chris Isaacs as they come out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Balin Powell up there on the high side, up above, or I'm sorry, Balin Powell was on the low side underneath I'm trying to figure out who he's battling against. That was the 3 there of Chris Isaacs. I'm getting drivers all confused. Matt Bank is who I was looking at there around DJ Maddish. Now as the 11 of Balin Powell is looking underneath James Vanderrud in that number 25. Out front, it's still Darren Bruce in that number 27. As they roll down the backstretch here, down here in the corner, number 3, back out onto the front stretch here after coming through 4 through the tri-oval. Small field here tonight for the Old Glory Racing League in the Genesis Aviation Cup Series. As we're heading down here into corner number 1 once again, Darren Bruce out front. Chris Isaacs now taking that high line through 1 and 2. Almost going 3 wide. Oh, do they hold on to it? And they do not. It's going to be the 3 of Chris Isaacs going around, catching the 03 possibly. Chris Isaac definitely around. Brianna Lawrence looks to be okay. The number 19 of DJ Maddish, the 05, was involved as well. So yellow flag back out on the speedway once again as we're here tonight with the Old Glory Racing League Genesis Aviation Cup Series. And there you see just how difficult it is to come off of corner number 2. Maddish trying to do what he can to save it. Isaac's up here in that number 3, ends up sideways, putting the 05 up there into the outside wall at Racing Paints number 3, going around and locking it up there, trying to keep it off of everything else. There comes Brianna Lawrence up there on that high side to go around the accident. And then down here on the bottom side is that number 3 of Chris Isaacs. And there goes the 03 of Darius Navaldi. So on we go again. Everybody's single file behind that pace truck as it stands right now as we're under caution here at lap number 9. Once again, there is your playoff drivers. You got Matt Bank, Brianna Lawrence up there in 2nd and 4th are those 2 drivers. Then we move into Nathan Lafayette, Darren Bruce, Mark Kincaid, and James Manderud. They come down here through the pack. As they come working down the back here, single or double file as we're getting rolling at once again. 10 laps of the 134 complete here tonight. Matt Bank up there on the high side in that Amtrak number 35. Coming down here through corner number 3 and 4, getting ready for that green flag. Fred driving that beautiful Chevrolet pace truck here tonight, here at Las Vegas. Getting ready to pull it down there on the pit road. There he goes. Green flag will be back out, and we're going to be back underway here with the Genesis Aviation Cup Series. They come storming down here into corner number 1, and always you don't want to forget our sponsors up there in the top right corner of Racing Paints Off-Grid Landscaping. Now we storm through 1 and 2, back out onto the backstretch. Everybody's in the foul. Balin Powell, what a job he did off that restart, getting out there out front. And we got another caution here, try to see what has happened as Brianna Laurent now showing damage. Driver struggling a little bit coming out of 2 on these cold tires. It looks like we just kind of got a few of them here stacked up coming out of the corner. After we wind it a little bit, we think Brianna kind of might have got loose a little bit coming through the corner, or may have got tagged there from behind. Let's see if we can get a little bit different. Man, getting angles here sometimes is a little difficult. Here we go, coming through the corner. 27 of Darren Bruce up on the high side, tags the back end of Brianna as they're coming through the corner. That squeezes everybody down. The 25 there of James Manderud down there on the low side gets it straightened out. Now the 05 thinks he can come back up, but Brianna is there. That's going to send Brianna back into another skid. As they come try to squeeze past the 25, Brianna end up going up, catches into the 03 of Darius Davaldi, who then ends up across the nose and up into that outside wall, giving her that damage up there on that high side. There comes Chris Isaacs down through a incident scene as well. Tough break there for those drivers. Matt Bank out there in second with Balin Powell out there in front. Under our 3rd caution flag now here at lap number 13. So the gap right now, there you see them all closing because we're under caution. Good evening and welcome to Flieger Farm TV as we bring you on the pole action here tonight from Las Vegas Motor Speedway, bringing you the Genesis Aviation Cup Series. As their season is slowly winding down, we have Matt Bank up here in 3rd as he is fighting to try to get into the playoffs. Or stay in the playoffs, I should say. Not get in, but stay in. Mark Kincaid looking to keep his spot along with Nathan Lafayette. James Manderud there as well with Brianna Laurent. And Darren Bruce all in the playoffs as it stands right now. Your fast 8 or your top 8 drivers as it stands. And our championship race is going to be at Phoenix here in a few weeks. So we'll have to see how this all plays out. And if one of these playoff drivers, one of these 8, but there's only 6 here tonight, so if one of these 6 playoff drivers that made the race tonight can work their way into the playoffs, they will be green-lighted into the top 4. So it is a win and in for one of these drivers if they can pull it off. We have other drivers looking to be a little bit of a spoiler, and right now, Balin Powell is doing just that out there on the front. Green flag back out. We're back underway as we head down here into corner number 1. Balin Powell, you get another great restart coming off the bottom as we're on board with Matt Bank coming down through the corner here. And I have the wrong thing there, so bear with us as we have a little bit different banner there next week for the Genesis Aviation Cup Series. As we work down here through the corner, and in the tri-oval towards corner number 1, side by side, there goes DJ Madish up high with Mark Kincaid down there on the inside. They roll off the corner back down here into corner number 1. Side by side they go. Mark Kincaid still on the bottom, trying to get past DJ Madish up here on the high side. Matt Bank down there on the inside as well. Now he's going to try to keep that door open as he forces it down there onto the inside, as he now looks to the inside of possibly the 54 of Mark Kincaid as well, as they work here through 1 and 2, back around onto the backstretch. Madish up into the outside wall. That's going to allow Bank to get around and clear, as you see Lafayette there in the 00 coming on behind DJ Madish right there. And we're on board with Matt Bank down here in the corner, in through the tri-oval down here towards corner number 1 here at Las Vegas. And it's still Balin Powell out front. DJ Madish doing all he can to hang on to it there. Bob Nathan Lafayette as they come off of corner number 2. He's got the 05 there of John Bell right there behind the two of them. Lafayette and Madish still battle it out. Bell not exactly sure where we are, what car to follow here. We're back on board with Matt Bank down here through the corner. Now on with DJ Madish. And we saw he's been battling there with the 35, who did finally get around. And here comes the 05 of John Bell now, looking to the inside. Lafayette has fallen back a spot and giving that spot over to John Bell. Now John Bell's trying to see if he can bring it off the corner. Cannot quite do so, as now they work down here through the front straightaway. Off of the trial, we're down back here into corner number 1 here at lap number 20. And it's Balin Powell out there in front with Mark Kincaid in second, Matt Bank there third, with DJ Madish there fourth, John Bell fifth. Those are your top 5 drivers here tonight. And as we said, if you're keeping an eye on a certain driver up there at the top, we do have the driver's name scrolling up there at the top with highlights on them. If they're in yellow, they are locked in kind of into your top 4. Those are your top 4 in points as it stands right now. The ones in red are the ones fighting to get into the top 4 in points. They come storming down here through 3 and 4, back out onto the front stretch here with on lap number 21. Down here in the corner number 1, once again, Balin Powell out front where he's been most of this stage. Now we're on board here with Mark Kincaid coming down here through corner number 1. Off of 2. Back on board with DJ Madish now as we come down here in the corner number 3. DJ Madish looking to see if he can get back up there and battle John Bell for that 3rd position, as Mark Kincaid now has fallen back there in the 5th. And DJ Madish, our biggest mover, or no, he's not. I'm sorry, Balin Powell, our biggest mover, as he's got 8 positions from where he started. DJ Madish is up 7. Madish is trying to work his way back up there towards the front, but it looks like there might be a little bit of right front damage on that number 19. So that might inhibit some of his aerodynamics here tonight at Las Vegas. I'm not exactly sure, as I can't remember how much of a drafting track Las Vegas is. Work down here through corner number 1 and 2. Down here into the corner, we got DJ Manish having more issues as he brought out yet another yellow flag here tonight. He looks like he got loose once again, coming off of 4. Or off of 2, sorry. There you see that car just break out there. Comes down and ends up getting into the 25, which ended up sending him around. Gets into Chris Isaacs. The 25 of James Manderud going around as well. And the 19 trying to collect it up before he hits something else. Gets it down there on the apron, gets it stopped. Now he's going to get it straightened back out. And I got a little bit more right side damage on that machine as it comes through the corner. And he lost it again as he comes back up across. Oh, no! And he'll have to take it. Well, maybe. We'll see. I didn't know if he was going to have to take a tow if that car was broke or not, but doesn't seem like it's broke completely yet. Easy on the gas pedal there, Mattis. You don't want to try to do that one again. As we come down here through the corner. And back live now. As we are here with On the Pole from Las Vegas here on the Figure Farm TV YouTube network. As we work down here off the backstretch. Everybody single file. Matt Bank having a really, really good night here in that number 35 machine. As we got Mark Kincaid there in 4th. Also trying to hang on to where he's at. Down here off the corner. Single foul here at lap number 26 for caution number 4. So our 4th caution of the night here for the Old Glory Racing League and the Genesis Aviation Cup Series here tonight. So everybody doing a great job so far here this evening. Down here off up corner number. Coming off of 2, it looks like. No, I'm sorry. That's coming off of 3 and 4. So we're going to get back green flag racing here in just a moment. As we'll watch that pace truck roll back down on the pit road. Green flag back out down here in the corner number 1 once again. Side by side is the 05 of John Bell with Matt. I'm sorry, no, with Mark Kincaid there in the 54. Now as John Bell looks to go underneath. Down here off corner number 4. Down here through the front straightaway as we're on board here with John Bell. Down here in the corner number 1. Everybody slides on through. Here we go. Down in the corner, down here into the backstretch. We're all working together down here into corner number 1, side by side of that number 27 of Darren Bruce and the 05 of John Bell. As they're fighting for position side by side, John Bell out there on the high side. Going to have to give way, though, for that 27 of Darren Bruce. As they come off of corner number 2, Darren Bruce now sets his sights on Mark Kincaid. As Mark Kincaid is up there in third. Balin Powell, now what a race it is tonight for him. As he is out there in front, running here at Las Vegas, down here through the front straightaway, down into corner number 1 once again, as he is out front. And that down there in front of Matt Bank, as Matt Bank is hanging on there to second spot. There's a battle behind him between Darren Bruce and Mark Kincaid. Mark Kincaid down there on the bottom side. Mark Kincaid's on the bottom side. Darren Bruce up there on the high side. Now they work down through the triangle. Mark Kincaid way down there on the apron as they work through down here into corner number 1. Side by side, here comes the 54 underneath Darren Bruce. Can he get him clear this time? It looks like he might have, but he's still got that 35 there of Matt Bank holding him up a little bit. And as there's not enough room for the 54 of Kincaid to fully make that pass, as they're both gaining on that number 35 there of Bank. Now they go and split them, putting Bank, as you see down there on the left side of your screen. Darren Bruce up here on the high side. Gonna hang on to, put Bruce there, put Bank into the sucker hole. As here come, and they, little bit of nutcode touch possibly between Bank and Kincaid as they roll through off of 3. Down here in 4. And back down here through the front stretch they go. Underneath is that number 54 of Darren Bruce. And everybody working down here through off of corner number 2. And down that Nellis straightaway here at Las Vegas, here at lap number 34. Back down here through the corner number 4, back out onto the front straight. We're on board here with Darren Bruce, who is fighting for position here tonight. Caution is out. Bruce trying to hang on to his playoff status. As caution is out, that very well could be staged, as I'm not seeing anything else going on back here in the back. Chris Isaacs looking like he may have put it back on the hauler here tonight. And he is. Chris Isaacs is out. As we're now over a third of the way, essentially, of the race. Well, no, I guess not. We are closing in on a third of the way, but we have hit stage 1. Balin Powell as our stage 1 winner. Pit stops happening here at the stage. We're looking to see if we can get a hold of Good evening there, pal. Can you hear us okay here in the booth?
Yeah, a little quiet, but I might need to turn you up. Give me just 1 second here.
Might have to turn us up here. Okay.
What you
Well,
got?
how's it going out there out front?
I mean, it's going. I mean, it's early in the race. None of this gibberish even matters. You get what I'm saying?
Now, I'm still kind of getting bearings on this league. Does this league run stage?
Yeah, 2 stages. Right now we're at 34, 67. So next one will be at 67.
Alrighty. Well, thank you for that information. So, congrats on getting stage one win. Looks like you're going to get lined up here to get ready for the green flag once again. Looks like you pretty much have hopefully strategy will play in the hand here a little bit you're looking really great out there out front.
Well, yeah, they got a 50% fuel, so we got to save just a hair on these long run stages. Not ideal, but it's cool. I mean, that's real NASCAR. And then we'll have to make a pit stop at the end, maybe two. So it's going to come down to whoever can save fuel and obviously save tires.
Well, good luck to you. We'll see if we're talking to you at the end tonight.
I hope so, man. See you later.
Alrighty. So down here off the backstretch, the lights are out on the pace machine here for the first stage. Balin Powell taking home stage number 1. We're waiting to see what stage number 2 holds in store. As we heard from Balin Powell that it's going to be called at lap 67 or thereabouts, depending on how cautions fly. Coming down here for the green flag. It is out. We are back. Green flag racing once again. Balin Powell getting a decent start on the high side. Not quite the start that he's had down there on the inside. Darren Bruce out there in front. Mark Kincaid down there on the bottom. Those are 2 playoff drivers that are in yellow. Then you have Powell there in third, working up there on the high side above Kincaid, taking that second spot away as they work down here in the turn 3. Back there in fourth, that's Matt Bank. As Bank is also a playoff driver, but he's in red. As we hit lap number 40 down here on the front stretch. In the corner number 1, Darren Bruce still doing what he can out there to hold on to staying up front. As a win for him, or even Powell or Kincaid, or I'm not sorry, not Powell, but for Bruce, Kincaid, or Bank, along with Mandarota, any 4 of them, well, then you got Lafayette back there as well. So we got quite a few drivers that would love to be able to get up there to the lead and punch their ticket into the playoffs. Everybody, not sure exactly what happened there. My screen just went black. I'm here watching everything. Here we go down into corner number 3 and 4 once again. Now we come back out here onto the front stretch. Darren Bruce out there in front with Balin Powell there in second. Mark Kincaid there in third. Matt Bank there fourth. Everybody doing what they can off of the corner number, out of the tryout down here into corner number 1. Across the back stretch they go. As here they go down here into corner number 1 or 3 and 4 rather. Matt Bank getting a run out there on the back end of Mark Kincaid as they whirl off of 4 down through the tribal. Bank trying to get back up there. He was running in second there in that first stage for quite a while and then ended up falling off. Now, going back to kind of what Powell said is you got to really watch your tires, as tires are going to mean a lot here tonight, along with saving some fuel, as that could be some of the strategy for some of these drivers as well. They roll down here onto the backstretch on through 3 and 4. Darren Bruce, he's starting to get a mirrorful of that number 11 of Balin Powell as they come down here through the front stretch down into corner number 1. Kincaid trying to do what he can to stay in front of Bank, as Bank now rolls up on him down here through corners 1 and 2. Side by side, it looks like Lafayette and Mandarud fighting side by side as they roll off a 2. Lafayette down there on the inside, Mandarud up there on top. Looks like Lafayette just kind of disappeared there for a moment and reappeared down there in front of Mandarud as they come rolling off a 4 back onto the front stretch. You're on board here with Mandarud. And they're working down here through a corner, down onto the and I got something going on here with my camera that I haven't figured out how to readjust yet. Now, hold on a moment. We got camera goofed up, and I'm trying to get it fixed. There we go. Got it back. I'm going to have to figure out a shortcut for that. Out here in the corner, number 1, after coming through the trial, where you're looking at James Mandarud as he comes rolling through in that number 25. Darren Bruce now up here. Oh, no. Kincaid getting a little loose as he comes off a 2 down here through the back stretch. Baron Bruce out there on the high side. That is your current leader as Balin Powell has fallen back here into 3rd a little bit. Possibly trying to do a little bit of fuel saving, as we said, as Bruce is out there in front. Now he's got Kincaid under the knees. Kincaid's doing what he can to get up there, and Bruce just not giving up there on that high side as we're here at lap number 50. Storming down here through the corner. We got about 18 laps to go in this stage. Who's it going to be? Who's going to be the stage winner here of stage number 2 as we come down here through the corner? As you see there, Bruce, Kincaid, Powell, Bank, and Lafayette. Your top 5 as it stands right now. Down here through corner number 3 and 4, back out onto the backstretch. Here at lap number 51. Darren Bruce up top. Mark Kincaid there in 2nd. Balin Powell there 3rd. With Matt Bank there 4th. Nathan Lafayette there 5th. As we all rolling through. Down here in the corner number 1 once again. Kincaid getting up there, still battling with Bruce. Bruce not wanting to give up as he is up there on that high side. Kincaid down there on that inside. The only thing I would worry about for Kincaid is he burning up some of the tires as he does get around Bruce this time and takes that lead. As they come down here in the corner at number 3, now he's running that little bit higher line. Darren Bruce now looking down to the lower line as they come out of 4 down here through the front stretch. Trying to find the exciting points of the race as everybody has started to get a little bit strung out here in stage number 2. As you see there, there's only 11 cars. Well, take that back. We got 8 cars as Bell is out, Madish is out, and Isaacs is all out. So down to 8 cars. We got Darius Devaldi down on pit road. So he's going to be some laps down. So that's going to really spread things out here tonight. And we come down here through the corner number 1. Down here in the corner number 2. Mark Kincaid out front with Darren Bruce there second. Balin Powell there third. Matt Bank there fourth with Nathan Lafayette there fifth. James Manderud in sixth with Brianna Lawrence. The last car on your lead lap there in seventh as we're on board here with Darren Bruce down here through the corner as he is out of Hyde Knight, North Carolina. Not sure if I'm saying that right. Down there in the corner number 1 they go. Mark Kincaid out front now as the lead changed. No, Mark Kincaid back out front where he qualified. Has Darren Bruce now out here in second, up one position from where he started. Balin Powell, still our biggest mover here tonight, as he is up 6 positions from where he started, and is fighting alongside the leaders. Now he's going to make it 3 wide, coming to the line here on lap 56, lap 55, starting lap 56 as we come down here into corner number 1. Powell got a 2-for-1 deal as he went through that front tri-oval down there in the corner number 1, got around both Darren Bruce and Mark Kincaid as how they rolled down the backstretch. Darren Bruce still working there along with Kincaid as they battle it through side by side out there for that second and third spot. Sitting back here a little farther in fourth, that is Matt Bank. As we said before, looks like Powell's looking to be a spoiler here for a couple of these playoff drivers, as there's a couple of drivers here that would love to punch their ticket into the playoffs here tonight, as Kincaid gets a little loose coming out of corner number 2 once again as they start down the Nellis back straightaway here at Las Vegas, down here in the corner number 3 once again. Out front, Balin Powell still looking great. We are down to, as they cross the line, 10 laps to go in stage number 2. They roll down through the corner here in the corner number 1. Front to back, it is Balin Powell with Darren Bruce there in second. Mark Kincaid there third. Nathan Lafayette there fourth with Matt Bank there fifth. Brianna Lawrence there sixth with James Manderud now sitting seventh. As we're watching the battle taking place here with the 27 of Darren Bruce there in second with Mark Kincaid there third. Nathan Lafayette there fourth. Mark Kincaid sitting pretty well there in third at the moment, as we see there now Nathan Lafayette up to fourth as they roll down here into corner number 1. Lap number 59 on the board as we come back out of 2, back out onto that Nellis back straightaway here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. What a beautiful evening it is here at Las Vegas as we are here with the Genesis Aviation Cup Series here on the pole, down here through corner number 3 and 4, back out onto the front stretch. Making it lap number 60. So we've got 8 laps to go here in stage number 2. And they roll down here through corner number 1. Lafayette there fourth, looking to see if he can gain on Kincaid. And I was a little worried for Kincaid as we saw him really working that bottom. Lafayette getting a little loose coming off of corner number 4. Corner number 2 as they work down here through corner number 3 and 4 now. As they work down off of the corner and up here onto the front straightaway. Now as they work down here into corner number 1. Front to back, it's still Darren Bruce out front now as he got back around Balin Powell for that lead. And here, back out onto that Nellis straightaway. Coming down that back stretch. Bruce out front, Powell there second. And we got the Kincaid there third, Lafayette fourth. Not much has changed here, as we said. We have lost a few drivers due to some accidents and things. Darius DeValdi still trying to work around and get some laps under his belt as he is 4 laps down here tonight in that number 03 machine. And they work down here through the corner off of the trial down here into corner number 1 here at lap number 62. James Manderud still back here as well. And we're looking at Nathan Lafayette as they roll through 3 and 4 back around to the front straightaway. Everybody pretty well gapped out. As you can see there on your map, out front is the 27. Second is the 11 of Balin Powell. Third is the 54 of Mark Kincaid. Then you have the 00 of Nathan Lafayette. And then the 35 of Matt Bank. Kincaid up into the outside wall as they come off of corner number 2. Lafayette catching them now as they roll down here in the corner number 3 and 4. Lap number 63 now. Yeah, lap number 64 on the board now. 63 laps complete here in this race. I think lap 67 is possibly going to be halfway. I'm trying to see that now. Where our halfway is going to be.
Yes, sir. You got me? I certainly hope we do. This thing's been kind of sketchy. Once you get on old tires, anything can happen. I about lost it several times. Yeah, once the tires got worn and it got slick, it's where everybody's kind of having to watch themselves. It seemed like there was just kind of a even keel pace that you could run and be safe and be comfortable. I don't know. We had some pretty good racing. I was kind of hoping it would settle down. Yeah, we had some really good racing going on there. There's a lot of swapping back and forth between three of us there for several laps. It got really good. It's fun. It's it's yeah, it's fun when you can do that with people that can hold their own, hold their line and stuff. It's a lot of fun. That's Hey, with this car the way it gets kind of skitterish and jitterish and scootish, and it's just kind of all over the place after you get a little bit of wear on the tires. Hey, thanks, bud.
Why is that muted? I shouldn't have been muted. Oh boy. How long has that been muted? I see Powell up there against the pace machine. Others have decided to take a pit stop here at lap number 77. Going to fill a little bit more fuel into those machines. They don't want to run out. Powell not taking the chance to top off on fuel, but Darren Bruce, I'm sure, did, along with Kincaid and the rest of the field. Darren Bruce sitting there on pit road getting repairs. That was one heck of a hit he took there off of corner number 2 when that car kicked out on him. And that's the one thing with these next gen cars. I've seen it more than once where the back ends do get light and kind of pick up, and the back end just has a mind of its own. You try to catch it, but it's just the slightest amount of adjustment, and I mean by slight, it snaps. I mean, it snaps so quick. You got to be really, really up on that wheel sometimes, and sometimes I've seen guys, it starts to break like that, and instead of breaking their wrist because of their what they are using for a wheel, they end up letting go of the wheel and just kind of praying as they hold the brake down. We're on board there with Manderrod down here through corner number 3 and 4. Balin Powell out there in front now. Darren Bruce trying to chase him down. As we said, all 6 of those drivers, so 2nd through 7th, are all playoff drivers that would love to make it into the playoffs with a win here tonight at Las Vegas. We're here hitting lap number 80 on the board. 79 will be complete. Everybody doing what they can here. Hopefully everybody's enjoying the racing action here on the pole here tonight from Flieger Farm TV. We bring you racing action many days a week, looking to pick up more. So if you have an iRacing league that may be in need of broadcasting, go ahead and check us out, as we have some days that are open, and we have afternoons open as well. So if you have any afternoon races that you would like to see broadcasted, we would love to give it a go. So get in contact with us. You can find us on Facebook or mention us in the comments here. And we can get everything situated down here, down the Nellis straightaway. Once again here with the lights out on the pace truck. Darren Bruce up there on the outside. Balin Powell down there on the inside where he's been so good restarting. Up there on the front row as the control car, he's been able to put the power down and not spin those tires too bad and get out there to the lead. As it looks like Darius DeValdi has called it a night. So now we're down to 7 cars out here on track. 7 cars on the lead lap. So that is your field as you see it. Green flag back in the air with Balin Powell getting off to a rocket start there off the restart down there into corner number 1. Mark Kincaid battling there with Darren Bruce. There comes James Manderrud now down there into corner number 1. So all of these playoff drivers except your leader, Balin Powell. 6 hungry wolves per se back here behind Powell as they run down the backstretch here. Who's it going to be as they run down here into corner number 3 and 4 at the end of this one tonight? If you're out there watching, give us your take on who you think might win this here tonight. We run down here in the corner number 1 and 2. Side by side they go. Balin Powell out there in front. Mark Kincaid there second. Darren Bruce there in third now as he's down there on the bottom side as Kincaid now is taking that top lane. Trying to do a crossover move there from Darren Bruce. Does not have the momentum as of yet. Really tight racing back here at the middle of the pack. Now Kincaid's looking to the outside of Powell as they come down here to the stripe. And it's now lap number 83, 82 complete here tonight at Las Vegas of the 134. Down here in the corner number 1 they go. Matt Bank doing what he can up there on the high side. He's trying to get up there into the mix as well as he's currently sitting fourth. Would like to possibly get up there into the top 3 as Darren Bruce is there in third. Mark Kincaid rolling up there behind Balin Powell. What a run there off of corner number 4 from Darren Bruce as he gets a great run off of corner number 4. Balin Powell not sure which lane he wants to block as Bruce has a great run up there on that high side. Coming down here into corner number 1, Bruce once again trying to get that outside lane to work as they work off of 2, and he will get the nose in there. Kincaid, he's there as he gets it up there and puts the block on Bruce as they come down here into corner number 1. Or I'm sorry, corner number 3 and 4. As they work around the backstretch. Mark Kincaid down there on the inside. Now Darren Bruce up there on the high side. As Bruce now fights for that lead once again. As they work down here into corner number 1. You got Balin down there on the inside and they touch. Oh boy, what close racing. Got to be careful with that close racing there as iRacing's net code don't rear its ugly head. We've seen that happen a few times where you don't touch, but iRacing says, oh yeah, you touched, and there goes your night as you're spinning around like a top and into something and the engine blowing. Yeah, it just ends up as a mess. Now we come down here into corner number 1. Darren Bruce did get a hold of that lead. Powell now there in second, has a mirror full of Kincaid. And Matt Bank battling there with James Manderud. Yeah, Bank falls back there to 5th. Powell still our biggest mover of the race as he is up 7 spots. Everybody else has been within where they've started almost. Either up 1 or, I mean, the biggest we have is -5, and that's John Bell, and he's sitting back there in 9th. Matt Bank, he's down 3 from where he started. Mark Kincaid is down 2. Everybody else is either where they started or up at least 1 position. So a tiny bit of shuffling here as we're on lap number 87. Coming out of turn number 4. Bruce going to make it lap number 88 on the board. 87 now complete here from Las Vegas. Heading down here into corner number 1. Balin Powell there second. Mark Kincaid there third. As James Manderud and Matt Bank there in 5th. Or fighting for 5th. They roll off of 2. Manderud down there on the inside of Bank. Bank getting that move on the outside. Manderud looking back down there on the inside once again. We're on board here with Matt Bank as we head down here into corner number 4 off of 4. There you see Kincaid right in front of him. We're now on board there with, that was with Balin Powell as we roll down here across the stripe. Putting lap number 89 on the board now. As we're working on it down here through corner number 1 and 2, back out onto the backstretch. Darren Bruce out front, Balin Powell there second, Mark Kincaid third with Matt Bank there fourth, James Manderud sitting there in 5th tonight. Nathan Lafayette 6th with Brianna Laurent there in 7th. As we see a lot of great racing going on. Kincaid looking to the outside. Balin Powell we come down across the stripe heading into corner number 1. Bank getting a whole mirror full of Manderud now as well. As Kincaid's now still fighting to try to figure out which lane he wants. We're coming up here through the Nellers back straightaway. Down here in the corner number 3. Once again, side by side there for 4th position. As Kincaid, I'm sorry, that is Manderud and Bank side by side. We're on board here with Kincaid, who is currently sitting in front of James Manderud and Matt Bank. Yeah, they roll down here off the corner. And into corner number 1. It's Darren Bruce, Balin Powell out there with Mark Kincaid. Now they roll off of 1 down here into corner number 2. Off of 3 and 4 they go. Bruce out front with Powell there in second. Kincaid rolling third, and we got Matt Bank sideways off of 4, coming down across, and oh no, he is loose down through the infield. He's going to spin it around, try to catch it down through the infield. It smashes into the pace truck, and down here at the end of pit road, going to bring out the caution here. Matt Bank loses it off of turn number 4. Now here we'll take another look at it. Matt Bank losing it. Off of 4, there you see him up there on the outside. He just drips it down there through the grass. Tries to let off of it. Saves it from hitting the wall. But good thing that pace truck is drive-throughable. How we see right here. He comes right through the back corner of the pace truck. They are now underneath caution number 8 here tonight. Darren Bruce out front now. Now comes the question, when do we pit? And Darren Bruce going to swing it into pit road, bringing with him Lafayette and Laurent. And it allows Powell to retake the lead out there in front with Kincaid there second. Now here's something to keep in mind now. Powell has yet to pit under the stage 3 umbrella. He pitted at the stage break. Has not pitted yet in stage number 3. Darren Bruce, this will be his second time down pit road to get fuel, tires, whatever you have it. Lafayette come down as well. Same with Brianna Laurent. Their pit lap stating lap number 94. And we got to go to lap 134. So if we calculated here, they got 40 laps that they got to make it. And they might have one more pit stop here. So 40 laps to go here at Las Vegas. Balin Powell out front, the only driver in this field that is still on track that is not a playoff driver. So the chances of a playoff driver winning this race are still very, very good. But I don't know. Balin Powell's doing a great job out there in front in that number 11 machine. Really doing what he can to hold off the pack. Lights still on. We're waiting for the lights to go off and for us to be able to get back to green flag racing. Here with the Old Glory Racing League and the Genesis Aviation Cup Series. Pace lights are off now on that pace truck. We're going to get ready to go back green flag racing. Green flag back out on the speedway. Everybody there doing what they can out front. And it's still Balin Powell leading the race. We're green flag racing now. Out there in front. And what a great job tonight by these drivers. As we're here at lap number 99 of 100. And down here through the corner they go. And it is still Balin Powell trying to fight for that lead, but he's got Darren Bruce to the outside. And it's going to be interesting to see who all can hold on and hold on where. And there we go, back down here across in the corner number 1 once again. And in the corner off of 4, Bruce out front, Powell there in second. They roll down here through the back stretch. Or on through 1 and 2 down here into the back stretch. I'm looking for something here if I can find it. Bruce looking really good out front tonight with Powell there at his back bumper. And it looks like we've got Kincaid there in third. Down here through corner number 1 and 2. There we go. A brand new driver information board here for the Genesis Aviation Board League. Let us know what you think about it here. We head down here in the corner number 1 and 2 with Darren Bruce out there in the lead. With Balin Powell there second, Mark Kincaid third, Nathan Lafayette there fourth, James Manderud fifth as they come rolling through here at lap number 106. Everybody kind of single filed out at the moment. Darren Bruce out there out front with Powell there second, Kincaid there third. Now, like we talked about, is this fuel strategy. Powell last pitted at lap number 69. Kincaid last pitted at lap 77. Darren Bruce last pitted here at lap number 94. And Bruce, like we also said, if you look at our scoring ticker there up at the top, the ones in yellow are your top 4 in points. The ones all highlighted, whether it be yellow or red, are all your top 8 in points. So out of the 6 drivers, or out of the 7 drivers we have running here tonight, 6 are playoff contenders as we head down here into corner number 1. You got the 54 of Kincaid now looking to the bottom of Powell as we come down here through 3 and 4. Oh, I'm sorry, 1 and 2 back out here onto the backstretch. Boy, am I getting spun around a lot here tonight. I'm sorry about that, folks. As we got Kincaid up there on the outside, Powell down there on the inside now. Here comes Lafayette up there on the high side. And it looks like Powell is going to come into pit road. That may have taken his chances here with 26 laps to go. Darren Bruce out front. We'll see. Maybe Balin Powell might have something under his up his sleeve here as the laps wind down. As he pitted here with 26 laps to go. Darren Bruce out front. Kincaid there second. Lafayette now third. James Manderud there in fourth. So now your top 6 drivers that are running here tonight, your front 6 positions, all are playoff drivers somewhere along the line. Matt Bank now comes into pit lane in that number 35. Balin Powell is on his way out of pit lane. Out front up here in second and third, though, that's Kincaid and Lafayette soon to be battling it out. Here with 25 laps to go, Lafayette looking to the inside of Kincaid. Now as they roll down here into corner number 3 and 4. Bruce still out front. There comes Kincaid. Sliding it off of 4 with Lafayette up there on the high side. And I noticed that Kincaid really likes to take that apron. And I'm not sure if that's always the best move, as I've heard some drivers tell me that that wears the tires a little extra each lap. It might be a little quicker, but it also wears the tires more because of the transition from the banking of the tri-oval down to the flat of the apron. As you can see it there, as he comes out of the corner, there is a slight, there comes Kincaid now down here onto the inside. Everybody working off of the corner here. I'm trying to see what the heck going on with my NASCAR details here. Okay, that's kind of weird that it's not showing all that it should, in my opinion. Yep, I mean, it's not showing everything. I don't know why. I'll get it worked out, though, at some point. Darren Bruce out front. Nathan Lafayette there second. Brianna Laurent now there in third as she's coming off of pit road. Mark Kincaid made pit stop. Balin Powell made a pit stop. As we said there at lap 108. 111. Kincaid brought it in. Matt Bank pitted at lap 109. James Manderud pitted at lap 111 along with Mark Kincaid. 20 laps to go here tonight for the Genesis Aviation Cup Series. And only 2 cars on the lead lap right now, and that is Darren Bruce and Nathan Lafayette. And they are at least a lap and a half ahead of third place, Mark Kincaid. Darren Bruce is coming off the front stretch, coming across the stripe. They're coming down the back stretch and just entering into corner number 3 as Darren Bruce is entering corner number 1, as you're looking at your map right there. Darren Bruce, 19 laps to go here tonight. Lafayette there in second. Kincaid there third. But he has Balin Powell breathing down on him. We'll have to see how that battle strengthens there as the night goes on. And it's all strung out here all around Las Vegas with these 7 cars rather. Trying to keep up on the excitement here as the laps line down here, 18 to go. Powell there in fourth, trying to chase down Kincaid. Darren Bruce up there in front, running really, really well here tonight in that number 27 machine. As he comes off of 4 down here through the front straightaway, going to make it 17 laps to go. As he heads back down into corner number 1, Nathan Lafayette now coming across. He's going to get his 17 to go as he comes down here into corner number 1 as well. And everybody else is still trying to catch up there as they are lapped down. Plus some. And it looks like Kincaid may be gaining on Bruce a little bit. So Bruce, I don't know if he's in fuel saving mode right now or not. As we see, he's in 5th gear coming down the backstretch. Down here in the corner number 1, or 3 and 4 that is. He's got nobody behind him. He's out here all by himself. Lap times are running about a 30.76 was his last time. His best was a 29.99 for Darren Bruce. And we see him fighting that wheel coming off of 2. And we heard him talk about that. It's as the tires get worn, you have to fight them wheel, you got to fight that car more and more as you come off the corner. As it will start to try to pick that back end up and slide you around. Now we're looking at Mark Kincaid now off of 4 down here through the tri-oval. Bruce out there in front, coming across that sector timing spot in the back of back straightaway, as he is now entering turn number 3. You got Kincaid here in 3rd. Lafayette there 2nd. Question becomes, where is the fuel? That's the biggest question, and the biggest thought on everybody's mind right now is, what is the fuel situation? We know Kincaid on back all have the fuel to make it. These front 2 leaders, though, do they have what it takes? Do they have enough in their tank to get it up there into victory lane? And that the 2 I'm talking about are Lafayette and Bruce. Does Bruce have what he needs to get that 27 into victory lane tonight? Or is he going to come up a little bit short on the fuel? No late race cautions as of right now. And work down the backstretch here in the corner number 3 and 4. Back out onto the front stretch. Darren Bruce out there in front, 11 laps to go now with Lafayette trying to chase him down, otherwise saving fuel there in 2nd. He rolls through 1 and 2. There we see Mark Kincaid there in 3rd. Slowly gaining on the likes of Nathan Lafayette, but is a lap down. So he's got to get around Lafayette and make it another full lap. to get ahead of him. As it looks like Darren Bruce does bring it to pit road. Does he just make it gas and go? Here with 10 laps to go, he handed the lead over to Lafayette. And that put a bunch of them back on the lead lap as now they come back around. Problems there on pit road for Bruce as he is taking right side tires. Here they come out of corner number 4. And Bruce is taking all tires. And he's down and away. But here comes the new leader, Lafayette, off the corner, Mark Kincaid. Back here in second now as he got around Darren Bruce. Powell also, Darren Bruce comes out of pit road here, rolling possibly 5th. Come down the backstretch now. Down here through the back, or front stretch once again. They rolled down here. Oh, I'm sorry. There goes Kincaid getting around Powell. Putting it down here as they come out of 4. 8 laps to go. Lafayette on the pit road, so that gave the lead over to Kincaid. Lafayette didn't have enough fuel to make it. So now everybody has gone through the pit stops. And everybody's back out on the lead lap once again. Mark Kincaid there second. Balin Powell there third. Matt Bank back here in 4th. Darren Bruce getting a little loose off of 4, touching that outside wall as he's trying to get back up there into the top 3. So Powell really trying to stay, or I'm sorry, Kincaid really trying to stay ahead of Powell, as Powell has been quick all night long. Kincaid out there in front and trying to be the first driver green-lighted into the Final 4. We're watching Kincaid go around here off of 4. It's going to now be 6 laps to go. We got a battle there between Bank and Lafayette as they come off. Bank, oh no, getting loose. Has to let out of it. That's going to allow Lafayette to come back around as Bank made the pass but could not keep the power band down there in the corner number 1. And Lafayette, as we're on board with him right now, hangs out onto the front. Of the hangs out there in front of Matt Bank. Matt Bank here in 5th. Out here in the corner number 1, they come through the tri-oval. Out there, out in front. That's still Mark Kincaid in front of Balin Powell, but for how long? That's 5 laps to go. Kincaid really doing what he can out there. Not really losing too much ground as it's still over 2 seconds between him and Kincaid, or Powell and Kincaid. There's about a 2.3 or 2.4 second gap as now that's jumped up to about a 2.5 second gap now between Powell and Kincaid. Now Kincaid pitted after Powell did. So Kincaid's got a little bit fresher tire along with possibly a little extra fuel, so he knows he's good everywhere that he needs to be to bring this 54 machine into victory lane here tonight. And we watching him come down, making it 3 laps to go. Balin Powell back here in second. He's got Darren Bruce now breathing down his neck. And Bruce has made it up there around Lafayette. And now he's making it around. And oh no, Powell up into the outside wall. Powell drops back there to 3rd as they storm down here into corner number 3 once again. And Kincaid out front with Bruce there 2nd. Powell there 3rd. Nathan Lafayette 4th and Matt Bank there 5th. Bruce really putting the power down to it. Trying to get up there and catch up there to Kincaid in 2 laps, but I don't know if he'll be able to do it, but he is really bringing that down as he is down to a 1.5 seconds with 2 laps to go. as they come out of turn number 4. Where's he going to be as he gained a bunch of time off of 3 and 4? Oh no, Bruce into the outside wall, has to collect it. That gave Kincaid a little bit of breathing room here on the last lap. So Kincaid really fortunate to see that happen behind them as they come here through turns 1 and 2, as Bruce has lost some ground and now is not going to be able to make it up here in this last lap. He was running pretty quick there, as his last lap was a 30.29 when Mark Kincaid was a 39.7. They come off of corner number 4. Here comes Kincaid to bring it home here tonight and lock himself into the next round, into the final 4. They come down here through 3 and 4. That's the celebratory lap there from Kincaid. Great job there tonight from Kincaid as they ran really well. And we'll see if we can get with Balin Powell, we'll see who's all left here. Balin Powell, our 3rd place finisher. Good evening,
Not bad.
Powell. How's it going?
We're making it.
Well, congratulations. You got 3rd place. Did you kind of burn the tires up a little bit more than what you thought you maybe did?
Man, this place is tough right now. This is the most fun I've ever had driving a next gen car. You base the car off the right rear, you can burn the right front off. I mean, you really had to drive it. It got loose for everybody. Just some people were able to drive a little faster, and just newer tires for the people in front of me.
Well, I know Bruce made that late race pit stop, but I noticed that he came around you pretty good, but he also gave up a lot of time when he came in for that pit stop.
Well, his new tires absolutely paid off for him. Hey, if he don't hit the wall there, I think he might have caught Mark, but Mark had really good pace. Mark pitted 5 laps before me, so he kind of sustained his tires. I come out behind him, so I was already at a disadvantage. So, at that point, we're kind of just riding, seeing where we finish.
Well, you definitely did a great job out there, and finishing 3rd here at Las Vegas tonight, really, really good, especially going against all these playoff drivers. And did you come in late to the season? Is that kind of why you might not be in the playoffs?
I've been in White Line for, I don't know, 3 years, 2 or 3 years. Mark's my best friend, literally lives a mile from me. So I just have a different work schedule from everybody else. Kind of burned myself out. Didn't want to race no more. Just caught interest in other things and just now getting back into it.
Alrighty. So, well, congrats on 3rd place tonight. You got any sponsors or anybody special you want to thank for your 3rd place finish tonight?
Thank Chris and Curtis for accepting me into White Line, and then Chris and Curtis for having this league. If it wasn't for their dedication and devotion, we wouldn't even be here. So all the White Line, we had James in there tonight. James is a huge addition, cool guy to race with, talk to. Nathan, Mark, and even Chris earlier, even though he wrecked out. It was fun, and it's always a blast to boot it up on a Wednesday night and just race with the boys.
Definitely fun to watch here, especially with you guys up there at the front.
Hey, and thanks to you for broadcasting, man. I don't know. I kind of like getting caught up here to the booth. Probably one of my favorite parts of the whole race. So
well,
I feel like I did something special.
You won stage 1, Bruce won stage 2, and Kincaid come out to win the race. So
Kincaid he's a mile and a half driver. He's a racer, man, on these mile and a halves, him and Bruce, and then I kind of fall in. I could finish anywhere from 3rd to 5th, but them two boys, they know how to get around these mile and a half. So I knew I was going to be in the 3rd to 5th range.
Well, yeah, but you're the biggest mover of the night, finishing there 3rd. I think you did pretty dang well here tonight at Las Vegas.
Yeah, I hit the wall on my 2 qualifying laps. I should have started up there, but hey, I'll take the biggest mover.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're up 6 spots from where you started. That takes you into the biggest mover slot tonight. So, Unfortunately, we
Man,
didn't
I
have a bigger.
appreciate it.
Unfortunately, we didn't have a bigger group, but we take what we can get.
Yeah, well, we got 51 drivers registered and only 11 show up. I don't know. It's a great league to run. Play by the rules. It ain't a bunch of bull crap and no favoritism played. I don't understand why people don't run here. I just don't get it.
Well, who knows? There could be many reasons.
Yes, sir. Well, man, I appreciate it, dude. And I'm going to jet out of here and go to bed.
Alrighty. Well, you have yourself a great night. Enjoy the third place finish tonight.
All right.
Good evening, here, Darren. How's it going?
Hey man, how's it going?
Oh, it's going all right. You finished second here. Were you hoping to have a little bit better, or are you okay with your second place?
Well, you got to be okay with second, but that's about the most disappointing second I've ever had. I just waited too late to pit there, I guess.
Well, it definitely came down to that last pit stop. You were definitely gaining on Kincaid there until you lost it coming out of 4 and met that front stretch wall.
Yeah, I knew I was going to have to push it. I think I'd have had enough time to catch him. I kind of got tangled up with Binky there, and I had to slam on the brake to keep from running over him there, and that cost me about probably 3/4 of a second just all at one time. So from there, I knew I just had to get all I could get. But I just waited too late to pit. I played a little bit different fuel and pit tire strategy than they did. Pitting and taking tires on that last caution.
Well, you did a great job getting it back up here in the second, and great run here tonight for you. And who's your sponsors, and who do you want to thank for helping you get up there into that second position there tonight?
I'll thank my Dirty South teammates, Reggie Evans, Trent Robinette. They're back at the shop. They help us out with how to run the cars, how to run the track. I'm not much on the next gen cars. They help me out with it, but we're a proud member of Dirty South Racing, man, and we get a little bit of sponsorship from Duckworth Barbecue and Select Seal Coating out of Hickory.
All right. Once again, congrats on second place here tonight, and we'll see how the playoffs treat you going forward. As I know you're still fighting there to stay in it, as Kincaid has locked himself in. So
Yeah, maybe we can get it next week, man.
that's right. There's always there's still more racing to be had.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So you have yourself a great night. Congrats on second place, and we'll see how next week treats you. I forget where we're at next
Man.
week, though.
I don't remember either, but I appreciate it. Thanks a lot, man.
Alrighty, you have yourself a great night there, Darren.
You too.
All right, now let's see here. See if this is Kincaid.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, I wasn't sure if I found you or not, but I found you.
Yeah, that's me.
What a race out there tonight.
Yeah, it was. It was awesome. I said it in the iRacing chat. I don't know if you heard it or not, but this is probably the most fun I've had driving the next gen car. You actually had to drive the car tonight. If you wasn't careful, it was like running dirt track out there, which hey, I like that too, so I ain't mad at it.
So you think a little bit of dirt track experience played a role tonight?
Oh yeah, I think so. Well, I don't know. A couple of them that I talked to, they were burning off the right front. I guess it seems like it was a mixed bag. I know I was on the right rear hard, and whenever I started wearing my tires out, I was sliding.
Well, I know I've heard one driver say that he thinks he was burning off left front and right rear.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It was kind of a mixed bag. I guess it was just so many different ways to drive that track. That's a good track with these cars, which they're
So, but
yeah. It's I was about to take a shot at the car, but I don't need to do that. We all know. Anyway, it was fun. It was a fun combo,
it
and it
definitely
was
looked.
good. Oh, go ahead.
It definitely put on quite a bit of great racing as you guys were swapping the leads back and forth quite a bit tonight.
Oh yeah, and I got to say this because it feels good because as many times as it bit me in the rear end, to finally win a fuel strategy race. Because I always say it in our team Discord down there. We're always talking about strategy this, strategy that. I'm like, I always make calls and it ends up screwing up the whole team. And I'm like, guys, we're gonna have to hire a crew chief because I ain't it. But it worked out tonight.
Well, were you a little bit worried when you started seeing Bruce start to make some headway at you?
Well, I knew whenever he pitted coming out on them new tires, as important as tires were tonight, I knew he was gonna catch me. So I didn't save, but I didn't run 100%, hoping that if he caught me with one to go, then I could go 100%. But I think he got caught up back there behind somebody or something. I don't know. Bought me just enough time. I doubt I would have been able to hold him off. But yeah, like I said, I was saving just as much as I could. It wouldn't have been enough with new tires, but
Yeah, he
yeah,
said he got caught up behind one driver, and then he ended up losing it coming out of turn 4 there with coming to 1 to go.
Oh, okay, yeah. I knew something had to happen because them new tires, he would have caught me easily. That's what.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
it was.
pushing a little extra hard coming out of 4 because he had it down to a second gap coming to the white flag, and then he ended up into that outside wall, putting it to about a second and a half.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I knew he'd be coming. Like I said, I was saving for. I told Balin and Nathan in the team chat. I said when he gets here, get ready because I'm finna be looking like a late model going around this Las Vegas Motor Speedway. I was gonna have it sideways all the way around that thing if I had to.
But it was great racing. You guys definitely put up a fight up there at the front, and congrats on getting the victory tonight. Who's your? You did say you thank your teammates and everybody. Are there any other you need to thank here tonight?
Thank my wife. I believe she was watching the broadcast while she was in there working. Um, Everybody else watching the broadcast, thank you for the broadcast. Chris and Curtis for this league, man. It's a great league to run. I have fun every time I'm here.
All right. Well, you have yourself a great night, and we'll see how next week goes with the whole. I got to get better at recognizing your schedule, but I hope whenever you guys drivers rewatch the replay, hopefully you can give me some tips on the banners and things that I had going on tonight as we did a little bit of updating to them.
10-4. Yeah, I'll be checking that out. I usually go back and watch the broadcast while I'm at work the next day, so I'll check it out and tell you what I think about it.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely check it out as we got different highlights going on and different things. So just things to add to the broadcast and help me out along the way too, because not only does them highlights help the viewers, it helps me too.
Oh yeah, I bet. I know that's a handful doing that there.
So, but congrats again on the victory, and we'll see how it goes next week.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it.
Alrighty, you have yourself a great night.
Alrighty, see you.
Alrighty, that was Kincaid, our winner here tonight. Congrats to him. Our race results, as we forgot to go over them here, as right here, we got Mark Kincaid out there in first. We got Darren Bruce there second. Balin Powell in third. With Nathan Lafayette there fourth. Matt Bank there fifth. James Manderud there sixth. Brianna Laurent there in seventh. Darius Devaldi there in eighth. John Bell there ninth. DJ Manish in 10th with Chris Isaacs there in 11th. So congrats there tonight for those drivers. They did a great job putting on a show here for your pleasure. And hopefully everybody enjoys the broadcast when you go back and watch it. And we're going to be back racing once again here on the Pole Sunday night with I know on our YouTube schedule, or as we were talking about putting on the SK Modifieds on Thursday nights. Unfortunately, that has fell through with scheduling changes on their end. So, unfortunately, Flieger Farm TV cannot bring you the SKs from Backside Motorsports, but be sure that we're still in contact with them if something changes. Come Sunday, though, we are back at it here at On the Pole with Lightning Esports and their race series, their truck series, I believe it is. And then we got the Roughneck Racing Xfinity Series on Mondays. And then we have the truck series, or the Cup series, not truck, Cup series once again on Wednesday when we take on another track here for the playoffs, as the playoffs continue here with the Genesis Aviation Cup Series. And we are going to wish everybody a great night here from Las Vegas. And congrats again to Mark Kincaid on his victory tonight.